Hello, and welcome to Fail in 20s with me. I decided to start a little podcast, or maybe this will be more like my diary since no one will be listening, but um, I just want to talk about whatever comes to my mind in the middle of the night or during the day. And I hope maybe I help someone and, you know, someone feels the same way that I do. Um, I feel like for the first episode, I should say something about myself. I am 23 years old, and yeah, the main thing that we want to talk about in this episode is that I have no idea what I want to do with my future. And I know I'm not the only one who feels that way. I'm in my 20s and I have no idea what I want to do and what would make me happy, that if like I was 40 years old and woke up and I'm happy with my job in life, like I don't know what that job would be. And I know many people feel that way. So yeah, I don't know how to do this. So I hope no one thinks this is bad, and hopefully I will improve in the next episodes. But yeah, um I feel like I'm in my 20s and my life is going nowhere, and seeing my friends and people my age having everything figured out and starting their jobs and careers, and they finish colleges, and I just feel very stuck, and I feel like I failed, even though we did not fail. If you're at the same position that I am, we did not fail, and we still got time. We are young, 20s are for figuring things out, and that's what we will do. And I feel like I don't want to wake up one day and not be happy with my life. So I have decided to, you know, take some steps this summer while we are in quarantine and figure at least a little bit of my life out and take some steps towards that final decision. And I hope you join me for this ride. And if you're at the same place that I am, maybe we can figure some things out together. And I just keep saying and or like, so I'm sorry for that. But yeah, I think not knowing what to do is a very, like, everyone feels that way at some point. And whether you're like a teenager or in 20s, even like if you're older than that, you might feel like, you know, you're stuck or you have no idea where to go. And the main thing is that we need to realize what we want to do. And for me, I did not go to college. I did not take it seriously enough when I was a teenager, and now I'm stuck being 23 without a degree, and like I'm already at the bottom of the chain. Like I have no idea how will I find a job that I will like. And I don't know. I feel like at 23 I imagined my life to be very different than it is, and I'm nowhere near my final destination. I think if you're a teenager and you're listening to this, I think you need to take college a lot more seriously, and you need to fight to have a good degree if you're in a position where you are able to go to college. I think you should know that you're very lucky and blessed to be able to even do that. So why take it, for granted? And yeah, you should take it seriously. Like, learn from my mistakes and get into college, get some degree that you like. And if you don't know what you want to study, I think you need to start from the point where like you're like, what are my interests? What I like to do, what are my hobbies, and start from there. For me, I don't have any hobby, so I don't know what to do. Like, I hope someone has like a good solution for us, and we will figure some things out together. I think I'm all over the place with what I want to be. Sometimes I feel like I want to do this and then I'm that. And I think the main problem for me is that I would like to do things that I'm not smart to do. Like, I'm too dumb for things that I want to do. Like IT, that sounds so, amazing and fun to do. But then I'm like, I'm just not smart enough to do that. Like, I don't get like computers and like numbers or whatever. I'm not good with that, so that goes down the drain. And then I'm like, oh, it's so cool to be a surgeon, but then you need to be really fucking, oh sorry, I'm not gonna say that, but you need to be a really smart to be a surgeon. And no matter how hard I would work, I'm just not there. So I feel like I'm very mediocre, and I'm not the only one who's like that, you know. So I don't have any talents. I can sing, I can dance. Like I'm not good with arts. I'm not good with, anything with numbers. I'm good with words. I feel like in my language, since this is my second language, I feel like I'm good with language, like with my mother tongue. Like I can write and I can maybe I can be a writer. That's kind of fun. But like where I'm from, like you don't make any money doing that. Like I don't know, maybe I could, like, I don't know. I'm very stuck, and yeah. And sometimes I think about going back to school and going to college, but since I'm 23, I do feel like I would just mess up my life even more if I went to study something that I would not end up liking, and then I'm back at the beginning and with like I have to pay for college and do these classes that don't make me happy. So I don't know. That's why I'm taking this summer and this year to figure at least some things out by the end of 2020. I still have a lot of years in my 20s left, and I feel like it's never too late to go back to college if I end up figuring out what I want to do. But yeah, I just need to see what my passion is, what our passion is, and I will be the motivation that you need, and you can be my motivation, and we can do this together. If anyone ends up listening, I don't think anyone will actually hear this, but if someone does, I hope it resonates with them and they know that they are not alone and that it's not too late. Even if you're like in your late 20s, it's not too late. Like, I've heard people being like 40 and like waking up and figuring out what I want to do and being very, very successful at their jobs and careers that they end up choosing, even though they're like 40, 50. So we're still at the beginning, and it's normal. You always hear people say like 20s are for figuring things out, and they are. And I think we will figure some things out. So yeah, for this first episode, I hope you at least, know that you're not alone, and by the next episode I will figure some things out, and we can take the next step for it. But yeah, I don't know what to talk about anymore, since it's the first episode and we can just try to do this together, and you can give me some pointers and questions, or we can just do this together. So I hope you're not alone, and it's not the end of the world. We still have time, and we will figure something out by the end of this year, at least what we want to do, and then we can take the next step next year. So that's why this is called Failing 20s. We're gonna fail 20s, and we're gonna rock our 30s, because that's what they're for. We're gonna fail in our 20s to be amazing in our 30s. So thank you if you're listening by now. I know my voice is very annoying. I have very bad language. I keep saying and like too many times. So maybe take a shot every time I say like, and we can get drunk next time. And it could be like our little thing. Like, let's just take shots every time I say like or end. And thank you for listening, and thank you for hearing me out. So this was Failing 20s with me, and I hope at least one person hears this and resonates with me. So thank you for listening, and yeah, bye. Thank you.